Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Mike here. Today I'm working on what you can see here is a Stern Seawitch that one of our members brought into the club. He said it was working perfectly when we put it up, and so it shouldn't be too difficult to get working, which famous last words. Let me show you what condition it was in. So first off, let's take a look inside of the back box here. Take a look at this thing. Let's see what we got. So right off the bat, there was a battery on the MPU board, and as you can see, it's already barfed all over the MPU. Now, this is somebody who had this game who would previously, paid people to work on it, and then he put it in a storage building. Ended up getting in some kind of a divorce, and so the stuff just got stuck in the building for quite a long time, and it barfed all over the MPU board. It will not boot up at all, and of course, a game this old, there's going to be problems with it. This capacitor needs to be replaced. The sound card here, all of these caps should be replaced. This looks okay, the light board, but look at the solenoid driver board. There's obviously some things that have burned up here, so that's going to be neat to look at. So it's hard to believe this was working perfectly when it was put up, right? And it's even worse when you look inside of the cabinet. So let's lift this up and take a quick look, shall we? And first thing I noticed is check out the flipper coil was completely burned up, and the coil stop was missing, and the coil was dangling down. And this coil stop that used to be there was not in the cabinet anywhere. So this game had been partially disassembled prior to even being in storage. There was no way it was actually put up in working condition. There's also a pop bumper over here that's seized. You'll notice I cut one of the wires off to the coil there because it's shorted and melted. And when we tried to turn the game on, I wanted to make sure that nothing else happened. And we checked all the fuses, checked all the other coils. Everything seemed to be fine. Tried to apply power to the game. It wouldn't boot up. Some coils locked on. Various things did. Misbehaved. So we've got all kinds of problems. And they're indicative of acid damage or, alkaline damage on the MPU board. So I said to him, yeah, we can repair that, but to be honest, this is your game. If you want to do it easiest way, since I really don't want to work on the board, and it's your game, just buy an Altec. So we've put together a shopping list of parts. You'll also notice, look at this ganked up rectifier board here. And here's another thing that's interesting. Check this out. This thing is, I'm holding this up. I'm going to put it on my head. And so the whole power supply and transformer was not bolted down. This game was sitting upright. It was not laid horizontal like this. And this thing was rolling around in the cabinet. It jerked the header pins off of the connectors and everything. And so, again, this is one of the reasons why before you even try to apply power, you want to open up these games and take a look. Whoever was working on this power supply didn't even screw it down to the back plane, so it was just loose. So when this cabinet got moved, this heavy transformer bounced around inside of the machine. Who knows what kind of fucking damage it caused. I've looked over everything, but I didn't think about what would happen if this thing got rolled on its side and the transformer smashed into all of this stuff. I mean, it could get ugly. But aside from that, the rectifier board is just a complete mess. You can see they've ganked these bridge rectifiers on the top side. Look at this connector. It's like held together with duct tape. It's got burn marks all over it. So I said, let's just replace that. Let's replace this whole thing, repin all the connectors. So we're going to order all of that stuff. And I'm actually going to make him do this. I'm going to show him how to do it. And maybe maybe he'll get fed up and he'll sell it to me cheap. I don't know, but I want to kind of teach people how to work on these games themselves. Sometimes when you trust somebody who's doing pin repair, and whoever this guy paid to work on this machine really just kind of hacked it minimally, probably, to get it working. And there's a lot of repair guys that'll go out and work on these kinds of games, but if they're the ones that work for the operators, they will rig whatever they can just to get it back working so they can move on and do something else. And this is definitely what happened. Look, there's one of the flipper coils. Look at that. That's completely melted. Now, we don't know what the cause of this was, whether it was a switch, but my guess is could have been acid damage on the MPU board that caused weird signals and caused coils to lock up. So we're going to get rid of that whole MPU board. Then I'm going to have to examine the driver board, check out all that. But so we've got all kind. We got missing inserts. We're going to have to find. They're probably in the cabinet. So there you have it. A first look at what I was told was a game that worked perfectly when it was put in storage. And there is no way that was the case. And I don't mean to offend the guy whose game it was, but I was like, I think maybe you misremembered what was going on with this game, because it was not. There's no way it was operating when it was put up. So we'll be working on it, and we're going to get this thing working, and I will share with you the progress on it. And I'm also going to mod this with the BSOS system. So we're going to have custom rules and audio and all that too. It's going to be really cool. So stay tuned for that. For more, visit pinballhelp.com. And until next time, thanks for watching.